some bubbles start showing up.
Forget I said anything. I rescind the offer.
I'll go with it.
No, what's done is done.
How's it going?
Going great, man.
How's it going?
Y'all want to introduce yourselves? Tell people who y'all are?
We are Eviscerated Flesh.
We're Eviscerated Flesh.
Eviscerated flesh.
Wait,
Oh, hold on. Are we?
what band are we in?
Sweet flesh.
Okay, I was making
Alright,
Should we do like our names?
so I was about to say, let's go left to right on your name and what you do in the band.
I'm Zane Kiefer, and I play guitar.
Ethan Bristol, vocals.
Nathan Kirkman, drums and other paraphernalia.
Landon Adame, and I play bass.
Wait, how do you say your last name?
Adame?
Adame?
Tell him how to say his last name.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Giving him like a cue.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a TH.
Wait,
So,
Adame.
Adame?
Adame.
Dude, remember when I thought your last name was a Dussy?
Your last name? Because I had it like
Maybe you were hoping.
Dude, it's because he had that as his Instagram for a while before, like, right when I met him. I thought it was actually Dussy or something.
Oh,
That's a Dussy.
That's
That's
good.
Dussy.
That's pretty good.
Good.
White
Alright,
people.
so let's just jump straight into the first question. How did you all meet?
I think that it starts with y'all two.
Me and Nathan both worked at School of Rock, and I heard him playing one day, and I was like, oh, you know, someone that can play these really technical, crazy metal drums, and I was like, I bet he's in like 10 bands. And then he just like comes up to me like, hey, you want to join a band? I'm like, yeah. And then we spend, you know, the next month or so looking for a vocalist.
That's where I come
And that's
in.
where he
I
comes
met,
in.
I met Jesus from the Virulent behind the White Swan at a show over there, and I'm not sure how it came up, but he introduced me to these two on Instagram, and we started playing music.
The other side of that, I heard you playing, and I thought the same thing.
Oh, that makes people hush.
And
So
then,
nice.
Then I asked you, and then I was talking to Jesus, and I was like, hey, do you know any metal vocalists? And he talked about you.
Yeah.
So that's how that
And
started.
it stayed the three of us for a minute, and then around the beginning of the new year on 2024, I guess, we got a rhythm and guitar player and a bassist. Yeah,
That wasn't me though.
the different bass.
Not him though.
A Serbian
He's
bassist.
a recent addition.
I joined up like
Some lore.
Dude, almost like 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
But I knew Zane from high school.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. I knew him before I met any of them actually.
And we're in another band together, so
Yeah.
he just hit me up.
Oh yeah. So next question. How did the idea or kind of like I guess concept like behind the band come about? Like I guess what type like how'd y'all figure out what type of genre of music y'all wanted to make? Or
We haven't.
yeah, sort of vibe.
We have not. So like the first EP was all over the place, but like this one, I think you have more of a straightforward
Yeah,
sound. We have
it's
a
a
new
bit more
EP
defined.
coming out called Random Act of Violence in the next month. That'll be more one sound. What would you call it? Like melodic?
I don't know. I mean, it's
technical.
like
Call it what you
it's
want.
just we just say death metal just for.
Like
Yeah,
melodic,
but it's
technical,
not.
brutal
Just
death
call it what
metal,
you
Yeah,
want, for
something
real.
like
You
that.
put a bunch of words on it, but then it's.
It's heavy and it goes hard. That's all you need.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's
I was about to say, yeah,
death
y'all
metal.
making your own shit, paving your own lane. That's tight. Hell yeah.
Kind of what I want.
So, next question is, who came up with the name? Like, how
I
did y'all
came up
decide?
with Eviscerated. He came up with Flesh.
It was like we were all calling names out, and I forget exactly the sequence of events, but Eviscerated Flesh came up, and we were just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It just sounded hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
That's
much.
valid. It is
And
pretty
it just
hard.
wasn't
I'm not
taken
gonna
too,
lie.
because that's the hardest thing, you know, is finding a name that isn't like taken already.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you said Eviscerated, and I was like, what about Eviscerated Flesh?
Yeah.
Or something
Yeah,
along
I think
those
that's
lines.
I was thinking about Eviscerated before this band even started, but yeah, I just brought that one and he wanted to add on to it, and now we got 2 words.
Word.
It's teamwork.
Teamwork right there.
I was
Oh, yeah.
wondering if it was inspired at all by peeling flesh, just because of the flesh.
That's
or
a complete
whatever.
coincidence.
No.
I didn't even
No.
know. To be honest, I didn't even know what Peeling Flesh was until
Yeah.
like a few months into the band.
Couple
Or so.
yeah, I was about to say they were in Houston not too long ago.
But like, yeah,
I
it's
saw them live with Sanguisugabog, I think it was last year. Snuck into that show. That was one of the
No,
best
yeah,
nights
they're
of my
awesome,
life.
though. They're
I
kick
can't
ass.
explain.
Yeah.
That was a surreal. moment seeing all them. Well, no, who was sang with Sugabog? Might have been. Shit, I forgot. But I did see Stealing Flesh last year. That was a sick show.
Hell yeah. So next question is the rooster.
He had an objection. He wants to join the interview or something. Bro.
No, actually, no.
Fact check.
Oh my god, beautiful idle noise.
You
Anyways,
walk back here sometimes. We might catch one.
for real?
Yeah, they're like, I had to chase them off earlier today because they were like tearing up the yard.
That's crazy. Okay, next question. What goes into the songwriting process for each of your respective parts?
Well, it starts with me and Nathan.
Yeah, I was about to say.
typically. One of us will just bring something, like usually I'll bring guitar riffs and he'll bring a drum pattern, and we'll like basically like compose the entire song like just amongst the two of us and then present it to the band. And if they don't like it,
Instrumentally at first.
huh?
Pretty much instrumentally.
Yeah,
first.
pretty much. Yeah, and that's another thing we're kind of doing that's new recently is we're kind of writing them like as instrumentals as opposed to like thinking, oh, verse, chorus, blah blah blah.
Just let this guy do his thing.
Yeah, just kind of let him do his thing. But yeah, that's kind of always been the process, really. Just we'll write stuff and then we'll show it to them, and it embellishes and changes as time goes on. But it's always the start.
Question though, particularly for Ethan, how do you write the lyrics for the songs? Like, how does that process go?
Shoot. Usually on my lunch break. I've got an hour lunch break. It's not taking me an hour to eat my lunch. So like for this new EP, I've just been writing stuff on my lunch break. Just whatever comes to mind, really.
You pull it from the
Sometime-
void, don't you?
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, the universe allows me to pull certain things out of the ethos. I don't know if y'all know about that, but
Like this.
that's usually when I'm eating lunch. Just
He'll just grace us with this
Yeah.
beautiful like poetry every once in a while, and we just
Divine
have to
intervention.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
I am your
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
But sometimes I will be completely real. I'm just saying shit that sounds cool. Some of this shit has no meaning behind it, but it just goes hard. Some of it does. It's just depends on the song.
Yeah, it just depends on however you're feeling that day at work.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I guess a somewhat follow-up question is like, I mean, how does it? I don't know if this is redundant at all, but like, how does it all come together? Like, I mean, because y'all said y'all write the instrumentals, right? How does your bass line come together? How do the lyrics kind of come together with everything?
For the bass, I guess, because Zane, he'll write out tabs, and if I like it, I'll use it. If I don't, I'll write something else. But I mean,
Yeah, he's
usually-
totally writes his own part for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
After
all
all
kind of
of
have. For sure, we all kind of have precedence over our own.
Yeah,
instrument.
for sure. Yeah, no one tells you what to. Yeah.
But what we're saying.
I mean, after they all get done with their stuff, Zane usually like have a demo ready for me in the drive, and I'll just put my headphones on at home, plug my laptop in, and just pretty much karaoke it with cues, and then I'll write lyrics to the cues, or the other way around. It just depends on the day, really.
Yeah, gotta find a system.
Interesting. I was gonna say that's definitely an interesting system. It's like almost like carrier pigeon or whatever. It goes from like one person to the next to the next to the next.
It's kind of almost assembly-esque, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like once we get kind of the final idea, obviously we jam on it. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And that's when it
kinda
really kind of comes to
tweaks
life,
and-
But usually when like we
Add some
get
stuff.
like the final idea, we always like put a hand in, right? Like we go put our hands in like the center and then go
Oh
like
yeah.
team.
And then we go team, and then we
Yeah.
jump up in the air. It happens every time.
Something like that.
The ritual.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I guess a less, or I guess maybe a specific question, but next question is what is y'all's favorite show that y'all have played to date?
Each one of us, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say y'all can have different answers or like yeah.
Friday, dude. Friday.
Dude, it's either that one or it's when we just played at Kelly Fest, dude.
Friday for me, like
Really?
all the way.
But Friday is a show we did, another show we did at the end, when the same day we released Dead End, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but what day was that? That was like in
21st of March.
Like, you just remember that.
Y'all-
Dude, I can't remember every
Wait.
show we ever played.
Y'all that was with Damon, right? Or-
Yeah, Damon was there.
I think that was the first time I saw them. I actually think.
Oh, really?
or
Was that the
maybe
first-
like
I
the
thought,
second
no,
time.
you saw us at the White Swan like a few weeks before that. I remember that. Cause you did pictures.
Oh, okay, that's right. Shit, I couldn't remember.
And
I
the
just
itinerary.
remember like the first time I saw them was
I
at
think
the
I was
end.
at that show, right?
Yeah, you were
like,
there, yeah.
I wasn't a part of the band yet.
Well,
I was
you
just
you were at our
spectating.
first show too.
And the first show
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Was that
That's right.
Alexis? Was that
Yeah,
his
that's what I
last
meant
show?
the
The one that
first
you were
time,
talking about?
The one at the
the
end, like a few months
Oh,
ago.
you're talking about the
Yeah, that was
Compound,
Alex's last show.
first
Yeah.
show?
Mm.
Yeah,
Uh,
Or,
Yeah, the day we released it.
Did I
put
meet you that day?
I don't
No,
think so.
I met you Friday, I think.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just call it Friday. It's
Yeah, that's
an
just what we
event.
call it.
It's
Yeah,
an
because it was
event
like,
that happens.
because the whole like month leading up to, or the whole week, we're just like, dude, Friday,
Yeah.
and that was now like 3 months ago, and we still call it Friday. Yeah, man.
No, that Kelly Fest show was pretty crazy though. I'm not gonna lie.
That was probably my favorite, just because I've only been here for a couple months, so like it's only been a couple shows, but that was
Yeah.
probably my
I had a
favorite.
good time playing that one. I
That was
wish I
one
was
of my
able to
favorite
stick
days.
around longer. I had like work really early the
Yeah.
next day, and I
Yeah.
had to leave like in the middle of the damn set.
You know, the only
Damn.
thing that puts that show down for me is my gear was fucking up on my cable. Well, luckily, Landon came in clutch and gave me a cord, but my shit was fucking up. If it wasn't for that, though, I mean, yeah, the energy there was great. It was outside, a lot of people, you know. It was, you know, Damn organized it, did a really good job. It was
That's a
good.
good one.
Could have fooled me, bro. I didn't notice that your cord was tripping up. I was just in it.
That's good to
There
hear.
was a couple technical difficulties that night. Like, remember Grayson's guitar was all messed up.
I remember him asking to borrow a strap from me. I don't remember if his guitar was fucked up, but
Something like that.
yeah, I guess those are like independent because mine was just my cable. But now my amp is fucked too because remember we just played St. Bernard's like a week or so ago, and
What's
my
wrong with Grant?
I do one of my tubes is I think is going on. I'm just gonna have to get
Is that
another
like
tube.
expensive?
Probably about $100 or something. I mean,
That fucking sucks.
it's I mean it's better than buying a whole new amp, which I'm just been considering doing anyway. Hey, at least I'm not a drummer though. You know, one thing goes out on New Year's Eve.
Dude, remember that incident? The incident at what was it, Oshman?
Which
oh,
one?
we're talking about my pedals getting stolen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that was like a year ago now. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
dude. That's probably my least favorite show.
Yeah, that was our worst show by far. Oh my god, that was horrible.
At Ojman?
Yeah.
Oshman's an awesome venue.
Yeah,
It was
that's
just,
a good place, yeah.
It's just
Couple
a lot
circumstances.
of bullshit happened that
Yeah, a
night.
lot of,
Damn.
lot
It
of
just
crap.
happened to happen there.
And also just technical difficulties too, like, and they like had the amps like way in front of the drums, so Nathan like just couldn't even hear us because he didn't have a PA.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, he just was playing muscle memory the entire time. All these songs we just wrote like a month before that. So
And my pedals got stolen.
yeah, so it wasn't a good time.
that was-
All around a pretty
Yeah, I was
horrible
gonna say,
experience.
doesn't sound like a good time. Okay, next question. What is y'all's favorite venue to perform at?
The end.
The end,
The end.
by far.
Honestly.
Really?
Oh, that or St. Bernard's. I love those both.
It's
Okay,
just
yeah,
St.
that's-
Bernard's we've been playing at.
Yeah,
a lot.
we just playing a lot, and just the end, just the sound's great there. Just
The end is
Yeah.
top
It's always a
notch.
pretty good vibe.
and that was kind of our first. I mean, it was the compound.
I missed the compound. The compound was sick.
Yeah, I
But
was
that's
gonna say
like-
I missed the compound.
Yeah.
That was the one with the upper story,
That was the
right?
biggest. That was the biggest room they had.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the
compound.
end DLC.
The end, and the compound both had a balcony, which was really cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
It sucks. It had
That
a
would be
downside.
so
Dude,
Because
awesome,
they used to have
man.
ground control too. It was
You
like
never-
three
wait,
different
did you
venues.
ever-
That was
yeah.
fucking cool,
I've been
dude.
once. Like literally, the only
Yeah,
time
I've
I went to
gotten
the
memories of
compound
the
was to
compound,
see
too.
them.
I see them
Oh,
on
okay,
Instagram.
okay.
But every other time it's been the end.
I saw Bonginator there. My second local show I ever went to. That was fun. At compound. Definitely one to
stabbing.
remember.
We saw
So-
Tsunami at the end.
we
right?
saw-
was that the
No,
was that
we saw the
compound?
It was
was
the
the
end whenever
the
they
end.
You get the armor?
Oh yeah, you were there. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I've
all
seen
of us were
Stabbing
there.
a couple times. I think I was there for one of those times.
Yeah.
I saw Martyrdom there play there a couple times.
We played with
Yeah,
Martyrdom
that
our
was the
first show.
Even
Yeah.
before that, I saw them play like twice there, even before the band
That
started.
first show was a good time.
That was a good time.
It was a good time.
Okay. Next question. What is y'all's band bucket list? So like some like I guess like dream aspirations. You know
Play
that
for
y'all
the
have as
president.
bands to accomplish.
I was thinking
I
more
want to
like
convince him to
What'd you
use the
say?
launch
Play
codes.
for the president.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Just have like two middle
All right,
fingers.
get Trump to do some like guest vocals or something.
Bro,
That'd be kinda
imagine
sick.
that.
That'd be kind of sick.
Feet President of the United States.
Like he has.
That'd be kind of sick.
Oh my god. I think it's for me it's play in Europe. That's a bucket list right there. Play
That
go
sounds
go
cool,
across
actually.
the continent. That's one of those.
I know
play
Europe
somewhere
has a
else.
lot
Across
of
the
those
pond, I
like,
mean.
like
Or just
underground
tour.
raves and shit like that.
Yeah, Europe's
you know,
got
where it's
it.
like a big ass club and it's just like an entire rave and shit
I
like
want
that.
to see
That's
what's
a big
going
thing
on
in
in
Europe.
like Scandinavia.
Dude.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I'm
dude,
so
like-
down to
Yeah,
play in
that
like
sounds cool.
Sweden or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The black metal fan in me wants to play Scandinavia so bad, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. The Opeth fan in me wants me to play just
Exactly.
in Sweden, man.
Are they Swedish?
Oh, they're Swedish.
And they got a
Like a
big
meatball.
ass metal scene up there too.
Yeah, Sweden's known for
Huge
its
fucking
metal,
metal
dude. There's a lot of, and not just metal, it's music. A lot of great music
Yeah.
comes out of Sweden. Some of them
House,
water,
right?
dude.
Like,
Yeah, I know. It's just
it's like a
House
big
music.
thing out of Sweden.
Pop
it's
music.
weird.
There's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
big, there's a big
ABBA.
jazz scene up there too. Really?
In Sweden?
Yeah, Swedish jazz. Yeah,
Which is
that's
crazy.
Damn, I didn't expect that. That's crazy.
Sweden's
I
got
just
a lot.
thought of one. I would love to open for the Black Dahlia Murder Dying Fetus one day.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fucking sick.
That is.
Yeah, man.
Those are my two favorite bands.
Or Sango
of all
Sugabog.
time. Or Sango
Dude,
Sugabog.
that would be crazy. Yeah.
I'd love to open with them.
The bog.
Or like we went to Europe opening for Defeat Sanity or something, dude.
Oh
I
yeah.
know that.
That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, the Feast Sandy's awesome, man.
Which they just did. Oh, you should check them out, dude.
I think I played you a cover.
Like technical death metal.
Okay, like Dying Fetus.
They just featured
Yeah,
on
it's
Sango
on.
Sugabog's new single.
Brutal Bank Feast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to give it a listen then.
I don't know which.
I'll send
member-
you an album. Yeah.
They're fucking
The
sick.
green one. That's the good one.
The green one's the
Yeah.
and Psalms of the Mormons.
Green
That's-
album
that's-
supremacy, dude.
Next question. What is y'all's favorite memory, like of all time, from a show? Like it doesn't have to be a show that y'all played at, just like a show in general.
Oh, okay.
Here in Houston.
Shit. Okay, so first hardcore show I ever went to, I saw Otis VCR. The vocalist jumped off stage, pointed to me, and Superman punched me in the face.
Oh, tell me about that.
Dude, that's how. At that point, I just knew. I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love this shit. I gotta go to another hardcore show. It's like,
Yeah, dude.
it's been a spiral since then.
That
Addiction
sounds
started.
crazy.
Dude, that's a good fucking story, man.
Yeah,
I don't think I can beat that. That's crazy.
I mean,
Um,
you don't have to beat it. It's just whatever
I'm-
most iconic thing that happened to you or something around you that happened at a
I
show.
think whenever we went to the Tsunami show, honestly, that was kind of like the craziest pit I've ever
Yeah,
seen
that was
in
pretty
person.
insane, dude. No, also remember when we went to see Buttertones like 2 years ago,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
had like. Dude, they had everyone come on stage, and then the singer, like, traded with the drummer, and he was, like, in a diaper the whole time.
Yeah, he was in. No, he was
And
in the tidy whities.
started, like, walking down in the audience, like,
Yeah,
looking at
in a
people.
diaper.
doing
His tidy whities.
I'm
bro
not even
got
kidding.
naked. Cause me and Zane were just chilling talking, and then we look up, and bro's in his tidy whities.
Dude, he's in his tidy whities, and then he jumps down and, like, starts looking at people and shit. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
that
Just want to let them know what's
Quite a
up.
show.
was the Irons, though, right? That wasn't the Buttertones.
Yeah, it was irons.
Yeah, it was Irons,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was irons.
They're cool guys.
And I think for me it would either be seeing Deicide or seeing Mayhem, because those two shows are very important to me, just like personally. I feel like I grew a lot with those shows.
Didn't we happen to be at that Deicide show before we knew
did.
each other?
We
Yeah,
did.
that's a crazy coincidence. We both went to a Deicide show, like, a few years ago before we even knew each other.
That was
Damn,
the
that's
first death metal show I actually spent money on. I got a T-shirt.
Oh, really?
there, I
Dude,
got
that's
merch.
crazy. That was like,
Dying
yeah, that was like the
Fetus,
first death metal
first
show
time
I
I
went to
saw
also.
Dude, the Dying Fetus show, that's probably a close
show. That was good.
when I got fucking suplexed by that fat guy in the pit.
Dude, I still have scars from that show, dude. I still have scars on my knees and shit from that
Dude,
day.
it felt like I dislocated my hip or something.
Dude, that was
he
back
just
when that was back when
on
Warehouse
concrete.
Live was still around, the original one.
Yeah.
Dude,
That was a sick ass show though.
Oh, man.
Okay, I just want to say real quick. Me personally, one of my favorite memories from a show that we've been to is whenever fucking Brody, dude, whenever he rammed into you, dude, that shit was crazy.
Oh.
Cause it was funny,
Oh,
cause
that
like
was a
I'm
Friday.
looking on stage,
Oh
right?
shit, was that
That was
dude,
Friday.
Brody
That was
did
Friday.
some
Oh, it
shit on-
was. It was.
Yo, Brody's.
I had that on video the whole show.
Brody cartwheel kicked my little brother in the jaw at that show. Same
Little
show.
brother.
Huh?
Little brother.
Oh, Luke.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that they know that he's smaller.
Yeah.
No, I just remember because like he was standing right next to me, and like all of a sudden, like, because I didn't even notice, I was like paying attention to whoever was performing. I don't remember at the time, but like Brody just comes out of nowhere and just fucking boom,
Dude,
and
yeah.
he was just gone. He was gone, like all halfway across the fucking end.
He's
dude.
always sneaking people in the pit. That's
Yeah.
He's a menace, dude.
I was
he's
at the
a menace.
edge, just like, you know,
Chilling.
rocking out to the music, you know, and then fucking. I felt like when Doctor Strange hit Hulk, you know, and then the fucking Bruce Banner came out. That's what I
Your
felt,
astral
bro.
projection,
Yes,
fucking
exactly.
yeah, and got knocked out.
You saw yourself laying on the
Yeah,
ground.
dude, Brody goes hard though, but he's a good ass dude though.
No, yeah,
Oh no,
Brody's
yeah,
chill.
he's chill.
Oh yeah.
I was
That's
about
the
to say,
reason
like-
the pit's the pit.
Oh yeah,
Exactly,
I would not be this.
exactly.
Yeah.
Brings energy.
No, I remember we were at St. Bernard's and like we were just chilling like, you know, on the edge, like not really in the pit or anything, and he was
Yeah.
going kind of crazy, and he like was about to come flying at us, and then he goes, like stops himself, like full stop, and he's like, and he goes like this, like a peace offering or whatever, like he wasn't trying to fuck us up. I was like, thank you,
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
So
thank you.
respectful. He asked.
Yes.
He asked. He was like, "Hey man, you mind if I like stage dive a bunch?" I'm like, "Yeah, by all means." He's super respectful about it. I'm like, yes, please.
At least he asked.
Yeah.
It's like when take
Yeah.
his hand and dance.
I mean,
It's
I
the
wouldn't
stage-
mind either way if someone just decided to hop up there and start jumping off. But I mean, being respectful. Gotta respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
There's definitely some people who are not like that at all.
He brings the
At
Altoids.
all.
Some people just stand up
He
there.
brings
for
the
a little bit.
Altoids.
Those who know, those who know.
Yeah, those who know.
Oh, dude, I got some Altoids in my car.
Oh, dude.
Are you talking about the Altoid
The
case?
evil Altoids, dude.
Oh,
Wait a
man.
minute.
The evil Altoid King, bro.
It's his station. It's his workstation.
evil.
It's his workstation.
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Moving on. Next question. I guess y'all kind of sort of already answered this one, but I kind of want to get, I guess maybe, oh shit, maybe a more
They're out
pinpoint, direct, like, people, I guess, that influenced y'all in a way, like bands or particular musicians, stuff like that, right? So what is the inspirations, like, particularly behind y'all's sound, you know? Like,
For vocals, Mitch Lucker and Trevor Sternad. And those are the two, I'd say, for me.
yeah, that kind of, like, really influenced the way that you do your
Yeah.
vocals and stuff like that.
Black Dolly Murder and Suicide Silence are some of my favorite bands.
I mean, my favorite band of all time is Opeth, so, you know, like Michael Ackerfeld and Fredrik Åkesson, and, you know, what a Swedish guys, like Yngwie too. I'm a big fan of that. It's hard to nail down just a few, but yeah, you know, I'm a prog guy, so a lot of my favorite stuff is in that vein, you know. But, yeah.
I think for drums, first off, I got to give it to Pete Sandoval from Morbid Angel. Like old head, but he's the one who got me into playing blast beats and double bass and shit. So like he's always influencing everything that I do. Steve the same from Deicide, Frost from Satyricon, like Hellhammer from Mayhem. A bunch of those like '90s extreme metal drummers just are so fucking creative with what they do, and I'm just always trying to like find my place amongst them, I guess you could say. But those are the names that spring to mind.
I would say I'm also a pretty big Opeth fan, you know. And
Opeth's
that's how me and Zane really met, was bonding over Opeth.
Yeah, you were just playing an Opeth song one day at school.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, what the fuck?
But that, I'd say that's more like songwriting wise, I guess. And then I guess more bass focus in terms of playing. I would say Les Claypool. I don't know. Yeah, a bunch of stuff like that, I guess. Because I don't know. I'm not much of a metal bassist, so all my influences come from other stuff. But I mean, I could still translate it in.
Yeah.
So
You just like playing bass.
I just like
Yeah,
playing bass.
just-
A little bit of bass.
That's valid.
We'll slap at the bass.
Literally.
Y'all been trying to put me on Opeth, or you've been trying to put me on Opeth for the past like
For the last year,
for
dude.
like the last year.
But
You've been
like
trying
you
to put
gotta
me on it.
put on the right stuff though.
I
'Cause
don't
you're
think
not
I'll-
gonna like their new stuff. That's they stopped being metal. Like they're well, their new album kind of is, but like
Blackwater
you gotta
Park, dude.
Blackwater
you gotta
Park,
remember
Still
that.
Life.
Y'all gotta send me this stuff.
Yeah,
'cause,
or
like,
actually,
dude,
honestly, I think you might like Ghost Rivers. Like I feel like
too,
that
like,
one
yeah.
would be.
Or My Arms Yours.
Oh, that's very
Maybe.
kind of black metal-ish
Yeah.
though.
It's very
But-
moody.
I think
That's my favorite.
I think or no, Deliverance. That's what's got to be. I feel like
Deliverance
Deliverance
is-
is the answer. That's the most death metal one they did.
That's true.
send it, man.
I'll send it. I'll send it your way. They're long songs though. I know you don't believe.
Never mind. I was gonna say
You don't believe
also
in
animals as leaders for the thumping. Just the
Oh,
thumping
yeah.
technique. I love to implement
Oh,
that
me.
shit.
Yeah, on guitar as well. man.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's-
Another
I was about to
band
say, I'm not gonna lie, that shit goes hard
Animals
live, bro.
is great.
Like genuinely, it does. I noticed it for sure. It's hot. Mama's hot.
Yeah, Animals Leaders fucking.
Yeah.
Fuck,
just
dude.
remembered
It's so
that.
good.
Like,
I'm not saying I can play
dude.
like
It was
that,
raining
but,
all day.
The influence of like
Dude,
the techniques.
same
of
shit in
other
Louisiana.
girls.
Like literally, it was like I never left. It was crazy.
Every
It was
time I
raining the
listen
whole
to
time I was over there.
Insanity, I'm just
Yeah.
like, man, I should use that.
Dude, I know. I was surprised. I went to work and it was like sunny, and then people started
German
coming in with their
techno
shopping carts
bands.
wet as fuck.
He said, "What happened? What
I was like,
happened?"
what
It's
happened
like
here?
Jazz, jazz fusion if it was brutal.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I like what were y'all talking about?
Defeat Insanity.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's why I like them.
I forget the drummer's name, but everything that man fucking does inspires me, like, so much.
Yeah, dude.
Like, every fill he plays just inspires me, and I'm like, I should use that.
Dude, their structure is
So
so
sick.
cool too, because they're just like, it's not like they have verses or choruses. It's just like, you know, trading off like little,
Just, like, all over the
parts.
place, just craziness.
Yeah, it's
But, like, it works.
But yeah, I mean, it's cohesive. But it's
Super
like,
sick.
yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Did you get it?
Got it.
Oh hell yeah.
Dude, I'm
And I've already got
bit.
bitten like 3 times.
Yeah, I was about to say
I've got
like
bug
twice
spray
already.
over here. I got like a big old can of bug spray.
You should bust that out, bro.
We're gonna scare them off.
Bust it out.
Hey, could I take a little bong break? Just me?
Wait,
Thank you.
Ethan, are we
Put the
allowed
bug
to,
spray
like-
in the bong.
Yeah, you okay? Oh, okay, where?
Are we at the tactical advantage right now, Ethan?
Yeah, are we?
Is he like? Well, let's think about the geometry here.
Well, there's a 10-foot fence behind us. There's an entrance right there, and there's an entrance right there. We are looking at both of them. Both of them. God, cannot speak. Both of them.
Both
I
of
would
them.
say, I'd say we're at the tactical advantage as much
Oh,
as
yeah.
we can be. You know.
We can't let the blunder last time when I failed you so miserably.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why
sorry.
you're demoted.
What happened?
I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
We were walking, and I was clearly at a tactical disadvantage. I was waiting
And
for
my
Jay to notice.
negligence
And he just his
almost
negligence-
cost you your life.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's not acceptable. It's not
Remember-
acceptable.
Remember
It
the
won't happen again.
sidewalk rule. Remember the sidewalk rule. Whenever
Yeah.
you're walking with him, like
I
on
gotta
the
stand in
street,
the road.
dude, you gotta stand by
stand
the
in the
road.
I got in the center of the road, actually.
Yeah.
You know, block all
The center
traffic.
of the road. Hey.
Hey, stop.
Watch
No,
out
whoa,
now.
whoa, important-
Easy.
Yeah.
Give him a wide
Baby crossing.
berth.
You got the lights. Like,
Oh, what?
Okay. Next question. So this one's similar to the one that I asked earlier, where was it like y'all was band bucket list and shit like that, right? But I feel like this one is, I guess, in a way, a little more grounded, right? I'll grab it here. Thank you, Bill. So where do you guys see yourselves, you know, like as a band or musicians in general, right? Like 1 year, right, from today.
Hopefully still
Playing
playing
more shows.
Hopefully just getting involved in a bigger show circuit. Hopefully touring. Actually, that's probably the answer.
Touring.
I'd say going on the
Touring.
road.
Yeah,
Going
I'd
on
say
the road.
touring. That's been a
'Cause
bit overdue.
We've been wanting to get a, what was that truck you were talking about? That military truck?
Oh, dude, yeah, we want to get a Humvee. We'll start touring in a
Dude,
Humvee.
no one's gonna fucking steal from us then, dude.
Exactly.
Dude, they don't have doors on them, the ones that do have doors on them don't lock, and they don't have an ignition. You just press a button.
But
We're,
dude,
we're so getting stolen from.
We need a turret on top, that's why.
Dude,
We need a
what if
turret.
no, I'm just saying, like, you
Listen.
see someone driving that, and you're like, I'm not.
What if we got a limousine? What if we got like an old limousine? You know, an old
Dude,
limousine.
a
with
limousine,
car lines.
dude?
on the road while we're driving.
It's got like fucking like cigarette smokes just ingrained in it the whole time, dude.
Yeah.
Just never leaves.
They always do smell like cigarettes, though. On God.
Yeah.
You been in a
There's
limousine
a
before?
couple lines of coke on the ground every once in a while. You know.
Oh yeah, every once in a while.
You might get lucky and
Leftovers.
start
Just a
sniffing
random
dust.
high heel in the back
Yeah.
seat.
A stripper pole in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for good measure.
The disco lights and everything.
We like to have fun around here.
It's all for the love of the game.
Oh,
Love of the game.
Great game.
Okay.
no one's gonna know what
They
we're
don't even
saying,
know what
dude.
that means.
No one knows any of this.
Listen, guys.
Cut that out of
little
the cut that
reference.
out of
Yeah,
the-
actual cryptic message. Those who know. Those who
It's
know.
only natural.
Also, this.
Cut that
Should
part
we
out.
inform them
The,
though on
the
this?
opinions of Ethan
I
Bristol
think they
do not
understand.
reflect
It's pretty
Exactly.
pretty
They don't
easy.
reflect
Whoa.
the
But it's
band.
like however many fingers you have.
Well,
It's
you
like
can
the,
hit them with the whoa or the
yeah.
whoa.
It's like if you have all of them, that's like whoa.
You gotta say it like you're talking to a horse. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa there, Nelly. Dude, look at his shirt. He's doing it. Yeah.
Dude.
It's like-
I'm ready.
it's like,
I'm ready,
whoa.
bro.
Whoa.
I'm ready for whatever comes at me. It's a warning. Okay.
It's coming.
I'm ready, bro. Don't come at me. Okay.
Too late.
So I guess a little bit of a bonus question is, what do y'all think, like, of the scene here in Houston? You know, like how it's going, or the people, right? Like hardcore punk type of scene.
It's
like,
growing, man.
It's growing.
Yeah.
It's honestly
shit.
awesome, dude. And it's a
Big,
great
really
community.
big.
Yeah.
Guitar music's coming back
For
a
sure.
little bit.
Yeah.
So, and, you know,
At least in the
And
underground.
a lot of different
yeah.
forms too,
exactly, yeah.
which is cool.
Dude, love the scene.
Yeah.
Been in it for a while now.
I just wish there was more of a black metal presence.
Yeah, I wish there was,
That's
I wish
purely
there
for
was a
selfish
bit more of
reasons.
a death metal presence too, to be honest. But
That's true.
I mean, there is, but it's just like it's much more like hardcore kind of oriented, which is
Yeah.
awesome though. Love that
I was about to
stuff.
say that's something I fucking talk to Landon about all the time. Is like I like going to shows and stuff. Like whenever y'all play like Bedside and stuff like that, and even Eviscerated too, because like y'all said, there's not a lot of like death metal or anything like that, right? So that's kind of like y'all's niche almost. You know, y'all feel that in. And what was it? The Shrooms, right?
The Shrooms.
The one we saw whenever y'all played Bedside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's just a lot of different types of music. It's cool to see. You know?
Yeah.
It's
But-
not a bunch of the same shit.
Yeah, I was about to say I like
playing
seeing
with other
those-
bands that aren't like super. I know we aren't like brutal death metal, but like bands that are more like metalcore. Like I love playing
Yeah,
with bands
it's
like that.
because the energy is honestly just more there, because there's more of like a youth audience there,
Mm.
and it's just more like it's more of a scene, really.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people show up to those shows.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I was about to say I like finding those bands where they like I don't know, just do something different, because it is a lot of like punk and hardcore, and that's not bad. I like
Dude,
punk and
playing
hardcore.
with Exempt,
you know,
that was
Yeah, they're
fun.
great.
Exempt
Wait,
are
who?
awesome, dude.
but Exempt?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
band that played before us at Kelly Fest.
yeah. they're
Oh
the
yeah,
openers.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they got the guitar,
yeah.
one guitarist, the drummer, and then the
Yeah, they were
vocalist.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And what was the one? It was a 9/11, but only worse, right? The one that was only bass.
Yeah.
a bunch of experimental shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome.
I was
Always
about to say, I
new
love seeing
bands
them.
just come out of nowhere, dude, and it's
Yeah.
always like it's
We always
cool.
play with bands that are like in a different genre. Like
Yeah.
we have most of the bands we play with. It's like Wax Wizard, which is like what is it?
Not even
doom metal?
close to what we're doing. Yeah,
It's
that's,
like-
I mean,
it's
that's,
like
that's like
doom
kind of
metal,
doom.
like stoner.
Yeah,
It's kinda stoner.
Yeah, for sure.
Sabbath-y.
Bounty and Damnum. That's like
Hardcore bands, basically.
hardcore, and they got some.
I feel like
I know
Damnum's like
Bounty's
metal,
got some new metal in
hardcore.
there.
Type,
Damn,
yeah.
I mean that's what
What was
that's
the
what
new
we're kind
metal
of
is,
saying. You know, the
hardcore?
lines are so blurred now that
Fair
it doesn't.
enough.
You know, these terms are just so old anyway. It's like
Yeah.
nowadays it doesn't mean the same. So it's like that's what I was actually kind of saying earlier. That's cool about the scene right now. It's just such like a blending of these subgenres that like you know, and it's less divided off. It seems like because there's less like a divide between hardcore and metal kids now, and I think that's awesome. And I always see that growing, and that's influenced our music. It's influenced other bands. You know, it's something bigger than us, and I really like being a part of that. You know, it was cool.
Dude, that was almost spiritual what you said there.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta
I mean,
feel
I agree though. It's cool, you know, that y'all are a part of this community, like pretty much like almost like a staple, bro. Y'all genuinely bring out a decent amount of people whenever y'all play.
Appreciate
And
that,
I
man.
see
Yeah,
y'all have like
thanks, man.
regulars too who are always coming to see y'all, which is great. You know,
Yeah,
like y'all
that's
have
another
fans.
thing is seeing
Yeah,
like
that's
the
cool,
same
man.
people like show up to our shows. It's like
so
awesome,
gratifying.
man.
Yeah.
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 like genuine fans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's
yeah.
like,
It's so.
Dude,
fuck yeah.
And
I
just
wouldn't
like
call them fans. They're all friends,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't,
yeah.
we don't
It
have
just
fans. We have friends.
we got friends. No, yeah, it's just cool to see, you know, just great community, you know, and people like post about all kinds of different shows going on. You just meet so many people, and I don't know, it's something I hadn't experienced until the last year or two, you know. So it's pretty awesome.
Sweet. Well, that concludes all of my questions that I had for y'all. If y'all want to close it out by just plugging whatever y'all have coming up, like shows, music, other side projects, anything y'all want to plug, go for it.
EP, we have an EP called
EP.
A Random Act of Violence out July 25th or 26th. But, you know, and got a release show on the 26th as well.
Coming
we're
soon to a dive bar near you.
hoping, hoping to play at the outside stage at the end.
Oh, y'all are gonna book it at the end?
Yes.
Yeah, I've
Hell
been
yeah.
talking to the end about their outside stage, just figuring out the date.
Yeah.
25th, 26th, 27th, one of those. But we're just getting it all put together right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Y'all know who y'all want to play with, or?
Got
a good
Damnum
yeah.
and Exempt right now. And we got one more. We have Brody's band, Mind Warp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't played a show yet, right?
That's gonna be the first show.
That'll be the first show?
Yeah, it'll be dope.
That'll be cool.
Pretty sick.
It's gonna be a badass show. You
yeah.
should definitely pull up.
By the time this comes out, I don't know how will it be already then or.
I'm gonna try and get the video out soon. For
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I'll try and get it out before y'all release the EP.
Okay, cool,
because
yeah.
That way, the plug will make sense. For sure, it'll be like a little promo or whatever.
Well, yeah,
I'll leave them with that final message, huh?
go ahead and leave a message.
Listen to Eviscerated Flesh, Spotify, Apple Music, all platforms.
Send us all your money.
Yeah.
Always understand the geometry of the situation and place yourself with tactical advantage. Patience is key, but hesitation is defeat. Remember that.
Amen.
What he said.
I have nothing else to add.
Like bread.
Disappearing down the streets.